All right, hello, beautiful people. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Henry, and I welcome you into this wonderful, divine, sacred space. I hope you're all doing well and enjoying the very last days of 2022. Okay, so today we will be taking a look into the first month of 2023, okay? We will be taking an overall energetic look at January, okay? So I want you guys to choose a group with your intuition as always. This is group one, this is group two, and this is group three. Please take as much time as you need choosing a group. The timestamps will be in the description box down below, as well as in the comment section. And I cannot wait to welcome you into your group. Bye. All right, hello, group number one. Welcome to your reading. Thank you so much for being here. So let's find out what is coming away during the month of January. Okay, so let's just get right into it. We are starting off your reading with the card Plant the Seed. Now, let me see if you can see this. Okay, here you go. Wait, let me try and focus right quick. Ooh, it's working. Okay, beautiful. You guys, as you may know, I am using a new camera and I'm just still trying to figure this shit out, but so far it's going good, you know? Besides Mercury retrograde just kicking my ass, it's going really fucking well. But anyway, so planting the seeds, you guys listen, whenever you're seeing this, whether it's like one day before January or, maybe you're already watching this in January 2023. But the point is, you guys need to kind of, I'm getting the word master plan. You guys need to write down your goals and visions. You need to prepare for the month ahead and you need to write down what you want to achieve because best believe, honey, you will achieve it, okay? All right. This is very important for you guys because I feel like as of right now, especially with the new moon we just had a couple of days ago, the energy is still around because it was very fucking powerful, and you guys are being called to write down what you want to accomplish, okay? Don't let this be another month where you think about doing something and then not doing it in the end, okay? That's clown shit. We don't do clown shit in 2023. If you have a vision, if you have a goal, you better do it, okay? Because January will be the perfect time for that. Now, I'm gonna pull you guys an astrology card to see what the overall theme, what the overall energy is for your 2020, not 2023, I mean, yes, but January. Also, by the way, if you have background noises, there are cars and trains just um, driving past my apartment, so just bear with me, okay? But yeah, let's see what the main theme is for your January before we dive into your love life and career life and all of that juicy stuff. So we actually got two cards. Beautiful. We have the card Aquarius, okay? And then we have the 12th house. So I feel like, oh my gosh, you guys, this is very interesting. I'm getting the sense that if you guys have been feeling lonely as of lately and you've just been feeling like kind of under the weather, like, and you just don't know what to do and you feel like your day-to-day life has been very mundane, bitch, let me tell you, okay? January 2023 is gonna change shit up. It's gonna stir the pot, but in a very, very good way. Okay, there's a lot of communication going on, a lot of communication with your soul family as well. Okay, oh my fucking god. And it's like you guys are going out, you guys will go to cafes with your friends, or maybe even bars or partying if that's your thing, just a lot of communication. Just a lot. Hold up. Is it? Yeah. You guys just gotta have to deal with the video being very blurry from time to time, okay? But anyway, there is a lot of social networking coming your way. And also, I want you guys to be more open when it comes to talking to people, okay? When it comes to, making new social connections, when it comes to, maybe hitting up strangers and like complimenting their outfit, something like that. I just feel like you guys will expand your horizons when it comes to like interacting with people. So make sure you are a little more outgoing than usual because it's gonna bring you somewhere fucking beautiful, okay? Sometimes you meet people at the right time, at the right place, in the right moment, and they will just open doors for you you never thought like would happen, you know? So make sure to be a little more outgoing, to present yourself in a confident and very like welcoming um energy, you know? When you go somewhere, don't just pick up your phone and just stare at your phone, you know? No. Stand there, look around, see who you can talk to, okay? Because I feel like someone is gonna bring you very far. And this could also be about your career. This could also be about somebody like bringing you forward in your career life. Something like that will happen, but make sure you guys stay open, okay? I don't want you to make yourself small or just go around and be like, oh my gosh, everyone's looking at me. Oh, this is so scary. Some shit like that. No, okay? We leave that behind in 2022. You guys need to start being more outgoing because you are fucking lovable, okay? There's something about you that just makes you very charming and attractive to other people. And when you decide to show up like in a with that welcoming energy, people will start coming up to you. They will start talking to you more. There's gonna be a lot of more connections in your January. So if you have been feeling alone, just know that shit's about to change, okay? I also want you guys to get more into meditation if life starts feeling a little bit more overwhelming than usual, okay? Start meditating more. And meditation doesn't necessarily have to look like basically like sitting down, um, with a cushion and like lighting a candle and just sitting there breathing deep in lotus pose. Like, you don't necessarily have to, this is not necessarily the only way you can meditate, right? Because actually, you can also just make yourself a tea. You can look out of the window. That is also some kind of meditation, right? Or you can go for a walk in nature. That is also meditation. Or, okay, this might be a little bit like, what's the word? Mm, what's the word? I forgot the word. Fuck. You know? Fuck. Oh, controversial. Okay, this might be a little bit controversial. But I kind of believe that napping is a meditation as well. Okay, but take what resonates, don't come for me, but I just personally believe that taking a nap is just as powerful. So don't put too much pressure on yourself, right? But it's time for you to incorporate more meditative moments in your day-to-day life because, bitch, you need it, okay? You don't want to drain yourself out again. You don't want to, drain your soul, drain your energy. Today, I actually, listen, I woke up and I was like, yes, I'm gonna get so much done. I'm gonna be so productive. And I'm just gonna work, 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 and girl boss through Christmas, right? But I was like, actually, I need to take a spiritual bath first. I need to light a candle. I need to light some incense. I need to put on some sacred chakra meditation music. I need to get into this bath and I need to cleanse my fucking soul, body, and spirit. And that's what I did first. Why? Because my soul wanted that, okay? So don't put too much pressure on yourself, especially if you have like plans or like a routine. If that doesn't work out, especially during Mercury retrograde, if your routine kind of gets fucked from time to time and you're like, damn, I wanted to wake up at 6 a.m. 5 a.m. and it just didn't happen. Bitch, calm down, okay? Don't be too dependent on your routine, okay? Having a routine is super duper fucking amazing, but don't put too much pressure on yourself because I kind of believe, our routines can also become toxic if our happiness depends on it, you know? So if you're like, all of a sudden you stay up later than usual or you sleep in later than usual, um, there is no issue with that, okay? Or if you just don't work out every day, babe, just take it easy, take it slow, okay? Don't overwork yourself. What the fuck? Don't do that, okay? So just make sure to find that balance, okay? Don't do too much, but also be productive. Find the fucking balance. So, with that being said, let's dive into the juicy parts. Your love life. Okay, let's see what you guys can expect to come in your relationship life. By the way, if you're not into romantic relationships, because I know some of you guys are not, this can also apply to just, your relationships in general. Your loved ones, platonic friendships, relationship, whatever, But if you guys are single and ready to mingle and you are a sucker for romance, well, then this applies to you as well, okay? So we're starting off with the Four of Pentacles. Now, the lighting is a little bit questionable, so if you don't see the cards, I'm sorry, but let me just, yeah, whatever. Let's just ignore that, okay? You guys are here for the message anyway. So we have the Four of Pentacles and, ooh, the Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so we have two Pentacles here. Wait, let me show you because I'm trying to be a professional reader, okay? Okay, you guys, I feel like with this energy, the Four of Pentacles and the Eight of Pentacles, you need to work through something in regards to your relationships internally, okay? And there's another train passing by, yes. You need to let go of fear of attachment, okay? Now, I know there are a lot of babes on this channel being very like anxious about, like attaching yourself to other people, like, having the anxious attachment style and you're scared if somebody's gonna leave your life. I feel like group number one, the majority of you who chose this group, you guys are the complete opposite. You are deep down afraid of commitment, okay? You don't wanna you don't want to, like, you fear being intimate with somebody and like emotionally, sexually, the whole package basically. And once you finally are intimate with a certain somebody, you are afraid to let them go. It's like, you know, it's like hiding and then suddenly showing up and then hiding again and then showing up. It's like push and pull energy, like crazy with you guys. You guys are very scared when it comes to relationships, okay? And I'm so sorry for you guys because just know you are not alone, okay? I had to deal with this as well. I'm still healing. Relationships can be very tricky for the soul, especially for the inner child, especially if you've been traumatized in the past. If you were abandoned as a child or if you guys had just really extreme like relationships in the past, experiences in the past that really hurt you, it can be very hard to open up again. But I want you guys to start doing the inner work, okay? If you don't start doing the inner work right now, especially when it comes to your relationships and the way you view relationships, it will haunt you as for the rest of your life, okay? So me telling you this, it's for a reason. Group number one, really start working through your fear of relationships, okay? Whatever it is, maybe you're scared to lose a relationship if you're in it, or you are scared of relationships in general. Whatever blockages you guys might have, group number one, you need to start working through it. You need to start becoming more self-aware of your toxic patterns, okay? And with toxic patterns, I don't mean you hurting other people. I mean, obviously, that could be the case as well, because we're not perfect and the majority of our moves is basically from our trauma if we haven't healed that, right? So don't feel guilty. But you guys really need to work through some shit, okay? I'm telling you guys. Um, because it's like you want to hold on to this belief system, you want to hold on to the way you have been doing things, but that is not bringing you any further. You need to loosen up a little and just know. Start explaining to the inner child that true love and healthy people exist. You know, I have been reading this book called What Happened to You, and it's basically about healing trauma, healing the inner child, also like, yeah, also kind of like healing the inner child, but it doesn't necessarily have a holistic approach. It's very realistic and logical. Highly recommend this book. um Oprah is like a co-writer in this as well, so it's very inspiring. But the thing is, what I read in this book was basically, um, as children, I'm just gonna try my best to explain this because it's very fucking valuable. As children, we create this view of the world, of other people. So if people treated us right and loving and warm and gave us lots of love and happiness as a child, through our life, we see people that way. Deep down, our core belief is that people are good. If we were treated good as a child, people are good. That is our core belief, right? Whereas if we were traumatized in the past and people, aka, you know, your caregivers, your family, whatever, the people around you, treated you like a burden, treated you like bullshit, your core belief is that people are bad, you know? People are not worthy of your trust. People are scary and you should never become attached to them, right? So, what your mission should be right now is. Alright, you guys, I'm back. The camera cut off. I don't know why this keeps happening, but exactly at 17 minutes, it just stops recording. It's always like that. I don't know why, but you know, bless. Anyway, so what I was going to say is that you guys need to re-evaluate, re-establish your core belief system about people. Okay? So if in the past you were treated horribly and you were traumatized as a child, you need to turn that belief system around and start teaching the inner child that good people exist, okay? Now, obviously, just for the records, so nobody will come to before me, I'm not a therapist. I'm not a psychologist. You know, this is just something I read and I find this information useful. But, you know, if you truly want to do deep work, um, you know, do with this information what you wish to do. But at the end of the day, only a true, like, counselor, therapist, whatever, can help you with this, you know? So I don't want you guys to think that I'm taking credit for that or something because I only know so much, but I needed to share this with you guys. Okay, so start thinking about how to re-establish your core belief system, okay? Do the inner child meditations, do the shadow work, journaling prompts. You know, just really start getting more into meditation, as I mentioned earlier. That is important so you can become more self-aware. And becoming more self-aware is the first and most important step towards healing, okay? Healing your heart, healing the way you view relationships. Okay, so that's on that. Let's dive deeper and see what the overall energy is for your love life during the month of January. Spirit, what needs to come through? What needs to be heard? We have the third house, your potential to learn something, and your local neighborhood. Okay, so there seems to be some kind of like a lot of communication coming through. I feel like maybe you guys have been spending your time on dating apps or something like that, or you actually have some people that excuse me, you actually have some people that you're currently talking to. Maybe you guys are in a talking stage or something like that. There's just a lot of basic ass conversations with people, and things don't seem to get any deeper. And I feel like this is really a message from Spirit saying that, you need to start working through those mental patterns and old limiting beliefs when it comes to love and start teaching the inner child because, the inner child is the core of who we are, right? We need to teach them that real, true love exists and it's safe to love people who are on our frequency, and it's safe to be open for love and receive love. All right. But yeah, just also like I want you guys to really have an overview at your relationship life. Which people are you hanging out with? And are those people in alignment with your happiness, okay? Like, really be honest with yourself and ask yourself what this is about, how the people that are currently in your life make you feel, okay? And really, really start basically exposing your own ass if you notice that you're always running away when things get more serious, okay? You really need to start working through those patterns when it comes to your love life because you deserve to be loved because you're amazing, okay? And somebody is out there, or multiple somebodies, are out there just waiting for you to blossom and finally be ready towards receiving true love. Get out of the prison you put yourself into because the door is wide open, okay? The door is wide open. And you have all the healing tools you need to finally work through all of those mental blockages, okay? So that's on that. So Spirit, let me see who is coming into group number one's life. So we have the first house, okay? Interesting. Let me pull some tarot cards so we can get the clearer picture, Spirit. What needs to come through for group number one? Ooh, okay. So, okay, this is a very specific message, but for some of you guys, you actually have been meeting multiple people, which is totally fine. Like if you want to date around and you want to, keep your options open, that is also very important, you guys. It's important that especially if you guys are in a talking stage or just like dating someone in the dating stage, it's important to keep your options open and don't focus on just one person, okay? Also, like this is probably also another controversial opinion, but I truly believe that it is very important to not just focus yourself on one person because that can end up like making us feel hurt, if that person, doesn't work out with us at the end, so just always make sure to keep your options opened. And also don't drain yourself with trying to decide, okay? Like you've been trying to see which way you want to go, where you want to be headed, and it's fucking draining you. So just make sure that it's okay to feel lost. It's okay to stand in the middle of two roads you want to take and you haven't decided which one to go down on. Just know that you will be fine either way. You do not have to have anything figured out right now, and this doesn't necessarily have to be just about your love life. It could be about your general life as well. If you've been having trouble making decisions, just know, honey, ask the divine for help and they will serve because the divine always serves. So if you need help making a decision, just ask the divine for a sign, okay? And that was a beautiful rhyme. But anyway, so that's on that. That's in store for your love life. And once again, I'm so sorry for the quality. I will figure shit out better next time. But yeah, let's see what is coming your way in your career life. And then we are basically done. Wow, that went fast. Okay, so group number one's career life. What can they expect? What can they look out for? What needs to come through? What needs to be heard? Okay, let's see. Group number one. Oh, okay, so we have Taurus here. Beautiful. The energy around you shows the abundance of nature. It is rich, earthy, and productive, yet relaxed and slow. As I talked about earlier, you need to find your balance. And also, this is a message for you to start being more mindful about your finances. Don't spend too much money during the month of January because saving that money will give you more of a dopamine boost, okay? It will make you happier. So don't spend your money on useless shit you will no longer need in a couple of years. You know what I mean? Just be very mindful. And it's okay to indulge and like spend your money on things that make you happy, but don't overdo it, right? Don't overdo it, especially when it's like useless shit you really don't need. So really ask yourself that. Because sometimes just having the money is just much more powerful and beautiful. Me personally, money makes me more happy like than basically anything material. Okay, it's like I love money. So yeah, but that's also just my Capricorn rising speaking, right? But just be more mindful about your money. Okay, and then once again, I feel like there's this social networking aspect of your financial life. Maybe you will meet someone that is actually going to open up a door in your career life or something like that. I'm just really getting the energy that there's a lot of social networking, especially in your career life. We also have the Two of Pentacles, so I feel like you guys have been struggling for a while finding that balance and just getting that balanced energy in your finance life, and you just don't know how to work through this, because whenever you think that things are finally balanced, another thing pops up and you're like, damn, I have to pay this person back, or damn, I have to pay this, or damn, like, why is this suddenly imbalance again? I thought I was doing good. Honey, the month of January, things will be fixed because we do have the Nine of Pentacles here. So start, as I said, start being more meditative in your day-to-day life. And also, I want you guys to stop being so desperate, okay? You guys need to know that the money you need will come to you at the exact right time, and there's no need to be desperate about it, okay? Because it will come, right? Start showing the universe that you are in a peaceful state and that you're already abundant, and the money will come, bitch, okay? But stop being desperate about it. And I know it's hard. I know it's fucking hard. But just surrender any financial matters completely to the divine, okay? Just say, universe, God, divine, I offer this situation entirely up, like it's up to you, okay? Show me the right way and bless me with the right amount of money I need at the exact right time, okay? Because just know you're never in this alone. You're truly never in this alone, you guys. Okay, because the divine and your spirit team is always looking out for you, and that sounds so cheesy, but if we keep our eyes and heart open, we always see that you're never alone. So final message for you, group number one. What needs to come through? What needs to be heard for group number one? We have the card, the Temptress, okay? Seduction, deceit, and a broken promise. Hold up, let me try and focus this. Yay, beautiful. A broken promise. This leads me back to your romantic life. Has somebody broken your heart in the past, and that is why you're currently having so much trouble seeing the good in people, connecting with people on a soul level, right? We also have Gaia here, okay? So this is a beautiful message because it talks about spiritual understanding, wisdom, and knowledge. I feel like you will finally, group number one, you will finally teach your heart during the month of January that love exists, and you will finally start feeling it. Not everyone is out here to break your heart. Not everyone is out here to be a complete fucking narcissist. No. Not everyone is like that. Okay? You guys will finally understand. And this is your blessing. during the month of January, the understanding that true, genuine love exists and you will feel it, okay? So start making that inner work, okay? Because you deserve to give yourself the love you never had as a child. Or you were lacking as a child, you know? Different for everyone. But make sure you start doing the inner work because it will lead you somewhere beautiful or to someone beautiful, right? So, group number one, that was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for being here, for listening to this. And I appreciate you so much. Let me know if this resonated, like how this made you feel, what the overall energies are, what you're excited about the most about January. Feel free to let me know. I always love connecting with you. And until then, I'm sending you so much love. And I love you, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Okay, bye. Alright, hello, group number two. Welcome to your reading. Thank you so much for being here. So, let's find out what you can expect to come your way during the month of January, okay? What the overall energies are and all of that. So, we are starting off with an overall main energy look at your month ahead. And then we will take a look at your love life and then also into your career life, okay? And basically whatever needs to come through, of course, you know? So, without any further ado, let's get right into this thing. We're starting off your reading with the card Gratitude and Thanks. Now, let me try and focus. So, I feel like with this energy, group number two, starting off your reading, Spirit is telling you to practice more gratitude, to be thankful for the things you already have, okay? Let me tell you something, guys. Sometimes we are the problem, especially when we are going through like a rough patch and something happens and we're just like, damn, why did this happen, you know? This happened to me today. Let me give you some context. I I went out and I wanted to go to a certain park. So I went on Google Maps and I, calculated the route on how to get to this fucking park, right? And I don't know if it was just me being blonde once again, but I just couldn't find it, you know? So, oh my gosh, this is so unfocused. I'm sorry, you guys. Hold up. Okay, sorry about that. So, I was trying to find this park and I couldn't find it. So, I just gave up and I was like, damn, I'm getting hungry. Let me try and find something to eat. Well, the restaurant I wanted to go to was closed. So, I basically went to this little cafe and got me something. Very grateful, felt very good. And then, when I got to my apartment, I literally don't know what happened, but I could not open the door. I was standing in front of it, trying so fucking hard to open this little fucker, right? And it just would not open. And I just didn't know why. And of course, naturally, I blamed it on Mercury retrograde. So eventually, I finally got it open, and I just went into my apartment and I was like, oh my fucking gosh, like, this was so fucking stressful. What the fuck? And then I was like, what the fuck am I like thinking right now? Like, first of all, I'm so blessed to live in this apartment. Secondly, I am healthy enough to, like go on a walk by myself and, get myself something to eat. Like, I'm so blessed. Like, I have everything. I have clothes. I have a roof over my head. I have healthy as fuck food. I can buy myself food whenever I want. Shit like that, right? Completely shifted my focus because 1 minute before that I was just so angry because I was like, damn, like all of this kind of really triggered me, but then I was like, actually these are just champagne problems. So what I'm trying to say is, group number two, it's very important to start focusing on gratitude more, okay? Especially when we're going through rough patches, we have to force ourselves to look at things in a light-hearted way, okay? And there is so much you can be grateful for, okay? Don't mind the trains passing by in the background, please. The fact that you're watching this, that you're able to access the internet where you can basically learn everything it is a huge blessing and privilege, right? The fact that you have clothes, the fact that you have a healthy body, you know, um, you can eat, there's so many fucking things to be grateful for. The fact that you can be creative, bitch, that's privilege, The fact that you are here tells me that you're already on some kind of same frequency like me. And honey, we are magical and there's a lot to be grateful for about us, okay? So start practicing gratitude more. And I don't care how much you have to pretend and how delusional you have to be. Start being more delusional, okay? Because some people, especially some of my closest people in my life, are very realistic and they're like, but well, this is reality. I cannot change it. Of course, bitch, you can change your reality. You just gotta rethink. You just gotta really re-establish your thinking patterns, because the shit you think creates your reality. It is what it is. So just make sure to talk kindly about yourself, to practice more gratitude every morning when you wake up. Another beautiful, gorgeous day of the adventure. Why do we take the fact that we are getting up every day for granted? Every day is a gift. And every day you can just create the most magical life of the day of your life, or you can move one step closer towards creating your dream life. Like, there's so many possibilities. Like, you're so blessed. So if you have been like, oh my gosh, like how everything is so horrible, actually it's not, okay? And I know this sounds harsh, and I know you have been going through a lot of bullshit, picking up on the energy that you're giving me. But listen, group number 2, there's so much to be grateful for. You just gotta shift your perspective, and then blessings will inevitably come into your life, okay? I don't care if I had to call you out on this, but it's very important, You cannot expect to get out of the bullshit if you continuously stay comfortable in the bullshit, right? So you really gotta shift some things. You need to get uncomfortable. It is the way it is. So, with that being said, let's dive deeper and see what the main energies are for you. During the month of January, we have the moon. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we have the moon and the sun. I see a shit ton of balance coming into your life, group number 2. Also, this is very, very much worth and important mentioning that as above, so below. If you start doing inner work, you will shine from the outside. If you shine from the inside, you will inevitably shine from the outside, you guys. Start doing shadow work, okay? If you have been kind of insecure about your appearance, I want you guys to start doing more inner work and realize your toxic patterns. And the way you're talking to yourself is coming through here once again. Are you talking kindly enough to yourself? If not, my homework for you guys during the month of January is to only speak good about yourself. Speak to yourself like you are your best friend, like you are the person you love the most, okay? Because at the end of the day, that should be you, but that is another topic for another day, okay? So make sure you start journaling, you start doing the inner work, you start really releasing toxic patterns you have been creating for yourself. Start moving from the shadows into the light, and you can easily do this. I don't care how deep you think you are in the bullshit, you can pull yourself out, period. Okay? If you don't think you can pull yourself out, that is just complete nonsense, and you already know it. I'm getting the strong sense that you really need to get out of this victim mode mentality, you guys, okay? Like, you cannot wait for anyone to save you. You cannot wait for, situations to change, because sometimes we have to change first. We have to actively and consciously get out of the bullshit, okay? And that is your theme for the month ahead, okay? And I was touching up on this earlier. If you feel insecure about yourself, if you feel like just not really that hot or attractive right now, just focus on your inner world, okay? Focus on your daily routine. Start meditating more, start doing more yoga, okay? Start cleansing your energetic body, and that will show on the outside, you know? When I'm stressed, when I'm just really, really fucked up mentally, I tend to not feel as confident, right? But when I, you know, feel at peace, when I feel grateful, when you know things are aligned and actually things are always aligned, but when things are really do feel aligned, you know, when everything feels good, I feel more so much more confident as well, you know. So start doing the inner work, okay? Like, there are people out there getting plastic surgery when in reality they should have just done the inner work, you know, because that would have given them just as much confidence or even more, you know? Stop hiding yourself as well, you know? Like, are you someone who, you know, maybe wears makeup just for fun or for covering up your insecurity, right? Really ask yourself that. I used, like, a couple of years ago, I had really bad acne and all of that, and I basically, you know, I still have scars, you know, so if I don't cover them up, they're pretty much visible, you know, although they're also finally fading, you know, which I'm very grateful for. But point is, I used to cover all of that up all the time because I was so insecure about it. But now I started just, you know, going out without any concealer on, without anything on. I mean, in my face, obviously, without anything on my face. I don't go outside naked, you guys. Don't worry about it. I'm not that insane yet. But I started embracing my natural side, and scars are just scars, you know? Acne is just acne. And your body count, like your weight and all of that, is just a number, okay? So start really trying to move away from the feeling of insecurity and criticizing yourself and finding the beautiful shit, because you guys, group number 2, if you chose this, congratulations, you're beautiful, okay? And I'm not just saying this to cheer you up or something, it is in your energy, okay? It is what it is, I cannot change it. People around you notice it, and the fact that you don't notice it, that is just embarrassing, okay? So start realizing your potential and your worth and your beauty, because you're fucking beautiful. Damn it. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so that's on that. That is the overall energy for your month ahead. Now, let's get to the juicy part. Let's get into your love life. Right quick, let me get out the tarot deck. So, group number 2 is love life. Let's get into this. What needs to be heard? What can group number 2 expect in their love flow? Ooh. Damn. Okay. So we have the 10 of Pentacles here as well as the World. So there's a lot of stability coming into your love life, group number 2, during the month ahead, okay? Maybe you meet someone, or you're already in a relationship or some kind of connection and things start getting more serious, okay? But this is also giving me the energy that you will feel more secure within yourself and independent. If you guys have been feeling dependent on other people recently, maybe you have been like anxiously attached or something and you cannot seem to let somebody go. Group number 2, during the month of January, you will finally have this clean, fresh new slate in your relationship life where you are not attached to someone, where you are just independent and feeling secure within yourself, you know? Just with yourself, right? Because sometimes being by yourself is enough, you know? Because you have yourself. You know how privileged that is? You know how great that is? How beautiful that is? You can always count on yourself, you know? And if you don't think that you can count on yourself, there are beautiful routines and things you can do to finally start being able to count on yourself and to have this wonderful new relationship with yourself, right? But if there is a particular person in your life, group number 2, you have been dating, I feel like things will be taken to the next level, you know? Maybe this person will come around and be like, hey, I kind of am committed. Should we stop dating other people? Should we make this a committed relationship or something like that, right? Different for everyone, but there's a lot of clarity and stability coming your way, okay? I also feel like there's something on the horizon for you that is completely just gonna give you more clarity and carefree energy, okay? You guys will feel very carefree during the month of January, okay? Like there's something about a burden being lifted from your shoulders that is just gonna make you feel very good and have a positive outlook on life once again, you know? This is very beautiful. But yeah, it's like there's this huge energetic shift happening for you, and there's so much stability, so much clarity coming, you know? And I also want you guys to know, stop playing push and pull, stop playing like giving each other mixed signals with another person, okay? Sometimes we get preoccupied with these fuck boys or fuck girls or fuck people, you know, who clearly just want to play with us, who are not ready for a long term committed relationship, yet we still try to be around them and, like, you know, play with them and all of that. Honey, January, you know, you do you, babe, but January is not the time for that. I want you guys to focus more on long term relationships instead of just, you know, dating the wrong people, you know? I mean, sometimes you can have your fun if you're emotionally detached, okay? Because we don't want to get attached to people who clearly aren't good for us. So if that is something that you might have struggled with in the past, I sure as hell did. Um, you just gotta, you know, uh, shift that mentality because you need to know that you deserve stability. You need to know that you deserve clarity and clear communication in a fucking relationship, okay? And I feel like all of that is coming during the month of January if you decide to make space for it, right? So let's get some astrological guidance and see what astrological energy is coming in your love life. What is this all about, divine? Let me know. We have the card Cancer. This energy is emotional, sensitive, caring, and loving. It may concern family, a mother, or a child, okay? So, group number two, somebody's really gonna make your inner child feel very happy. Somebody is gonna give you the energy you needed, okay? You have been like, oh well, that's not necessarily needing but wanting, you know, you have been wanting for a while, somebody very creative. It's giving, you know, although we pulled the Cancer card here, I feel like with the ninth house, you know, because we also have the ninth house here, broadening your horizons either spiritually, academically, or on a long journey. I'm getting a sense that this person is very creative and they are very wise beyond their years, okay? And there is something, you're just gonna feel very loved, you know? Like, this is a side note, but when I was in this committed connection a while ago, I there were some things that this other person did where I was so emotional, but like in a good way, because I was like, damn, I really feel like my inner child or my soul needed that, you know? I needed to be treated like that, you know? Because what this person did was very, very beautiful. And I was like, damn, like, I can't believe like I wasted my time with people who would never be on the same frequency as me, who would never make me happy internally, you know? So find people who make your inner child blossom, you know? Find people who make your higher self just blossom, you know? Date people who are inspiring, who are stable, who have their life together, or if they don't, which is also normal, who at least have ambition and goals. If somebody doesn't have ambition and goals, they're out for me. I do not date people who don't have goals and visions for the future. I do not date people who do not believe in themselves, because honestly, that is just cringy. Do I want that? No. I deserve someone who's on the same frequency as me. I deserve someone who believes in myself as much as they believe in themselves, okay? And this sounds harsh, okay? Some of you are like, what the fuck is he talking about? He's so crazy. But trust me, you need to find people who have ambition. You know, if somebody's like, oh, I don't know what to do with my life, I might as well just, wait until, I am finally arriving at death's cold embrace. Like, please, that is just crazy. Like, I do not date people like that, and you shouldn't either. So make sure you surround yourself with people who inspire you, who can inspire themselves, and who are just stable, okay? And who give you clarity and clear communication. Don't settle for less because you think that you cannot find better. Like, please. If I couldn't find better, I might as well just be alone. Like, honestly. Like, the people I dated in the past, embarrassing, okay? Like, I was a clown. I would never do that again. And if that was my only chance, I would very much rather be alone. Because I inspire myself and I give myself the energy I need. And I only am open for people who can do the same for me. Nothing less, okay? And you shouldn't either. Now, that was a long ass rant, group number 2, but that's on that for your love life. Let's get into your career life and see what you guys can expect to come your way. Okay, group number 2 is career life. We have... Ooh. Okay, we have the 10 of Wands. You guys have been overworking yourself. What? Babe, you need... Oh my gosh, okay. You guys, you need to step away from... Okay, listen. Let me get this message straight. Okay? I would try my best to be straight for 1 second. So, listen, you guys. You need to stop focusing on the shit that is draining you. You need to stop worrying about deadlines. You need to stop worrying about what you still need to get done and take it step by step. Okay? Slow and steady wins the race. You will never win the race if you overwork yourself completely. You will not. You will just, no. Bitch, no. You will not arrive at the destination. You completely drain yourself, and then 911 will be called, and you will basically get picked up on the path to success. And you will not make it if you always drain yourself. Okay, maybe that was a pretty wild mental picture for you guys, but stop being so desperate about trying to reach your deadlines ASAP. Like, you guys have been carrying so much. And also, group number 2, some of you have been accepting other people's problems. You have been trying to solve other people's problems on top of all of your own bullshit. And also for some of you, group number 2, there is a boss, a person in a high position that is just not treating you right, and you know it, Spirit is telling you to focus on the good, okay? And I feel like especially in your career life, group number 2, there is another path for you, okay? And this is just for some of you. Some of you are already on this path that is meant for you. But for a lot of you guys, group number 2, you are not on the path that is meant for you, and you know it. You are meant to be on a career path that makes your soul happy, that fulfills your soul, that actually gives you energy instead of completely draining you, And it's like you just really gotta rethink the way you feel, like the way you think about career and money, okay? Lots of money does not equal hard work nowadays. It just doesn't, okay? There are people out there who upload, I don't know, a YouTube video or like a TikTok or whatever, like maybe once a week, once a month, whatever. They get millions of views, okay? And that gives them a shit ton of money. They do promotions and that gives them a shit ton of money. And they, I'm not saying that all YouTubers are like have a completely chill life, because it can be very like exhausting as well, especially if you're always trying to put out content and all of that and have like a routine and discipline, blah, blah, blah. But some people, honey, they're out there living their best life. They don't even have to work anymore, They They don't even have education, like nothing. You know, they came from nothing and they built themselves everything. And that can be you as well. Okay? Why do you think that people can do it and not you? You're thinking too small, group number two. During the month of January, I want you to be more delusional and believe in yourself and in the things you can accomplish, you know? You know? So start believing in yourself, in your visions, in your ideas, because you are just fucking amazing and you can achieve so much, alright? Start letting go of that burden and really ask yourself, what is your dream career? What is your dream career? Then we also have Uranus, okay? Your potential for sudden change, enlightenment, and awakening. So, group number two, there is going to be a sudden change in your career life during the month ahead, okay? This is beautiful. I feel like something is gonna happen that is really gonna change shit up, and that is just gonna give you a completely new perspective on your career life, you know? And also, you will be shown the signs you have been needing. There's a lot of clarity coming into your career life as well, group number two, okay? And I don't want you to give up right now. And I also want you to embrace your natural talents. And as I said, ask yourself, what is your dream career? Then start working towards this career because you have nothing to lose. You owe it to yourself to live the life of your dreams, okay? But there's a new path coming. I can feel it and you know it. So start believing in yourself. Final message for you, group number two. We have the Tree of Life, okay? Ooh. Fertility, creativity, destiny, magical blessings. And this is a card number one. So this just really, I feel like there's a new start coming in your career life, but also overall life, group number two. And you know, this is pretty stereotypical because it's the first month of the new year, blah, blah, blah. But for you especially, it will feel like a fresh new start, a fresh new beginning. It's like a new season of your life, you know? I've just had this happen. You know, I really felt like I was, finally finished the old season of my life and now I started the new one, you know? It's a Netflix original, bitch, okay? But it's like I'm in this new energy, new people, new situations, new ways of thinking, new environment, you know? Crazy. All is new. And I feel like this energy is really gonna be similar to you, you know? So take advantage of that and embrace this new you know? Because things will be so different and you're gonna be so here for it and you're just gonna enjoy it so much, you know? Moving into those wonderful new horizons. But anyway, group number two, that was your reading. Thank you so much for listening. Excuse me. Thank you so much for being here and just sharing the space with me. Let me know if this resonates. I would love to know. And as always, I'm sending you so much love. And I hope you have a wonderful month ahead. And I will see you in my next reading. Bye. Alright, last but definitely not least, hello, group number three. Welcome to your reading. Thank you so much for being here. So, let's find out what you guys can expect to come your way during January 2023. Okay, so first of all, I do want to apologize for the quality. It might be a little bit bad. You may not be able to see the cards really because I checked on the other groups and it was kind of bad. So next reading it will be much better. Trust and believe. Just focus on my voice and just ignore the shitty quality. Okay, so we are starting off your reading with the card Accept Love. Alright, now let me try and focus this. Right? But what I'm getting from this, you guys, is that it's very important for you during the month ahead to be more open to receive and to stop being so active, okay? You need to start being more passive when it comes to love. And I know this sounds sturdy, but you know what I mean. It's like you need to start being more open and surrender, you know, be more passive in your love life, right? You need to start being more open to receive love because you are someone, group number 3, you are someone who's always trying to give and give and give and give and never get back. And that needs to stop, okay? I see kind of like in your energetic field, maybe you guys have been also, okay, listen, so this is spicy. This is very random but spicy, okay? Maybe you guys have been dating a couple of people at once, which there's nothing wrong with, you know, if you're not cheating or in anything that committed, right? Make sure to keep your options open, right? But maybe you guys have been seeing multiple people at once, you have been going on lots of dates and all of that. And it's important for you to not get too used to always giving, okay? Because January will be your season to receive and energetically and romantically, like everything, okay? Ignore the trains passing by down the street, okay? But group number 3, like honeys, you need to start being open for love, okay? You cannot always give because that's gonna drain the living shit out of you. It will burn you out. You will have a spiritual burnout if you always give. So, you know, you don't always have to be the person sending those text messages. You don't always have to be the person planning those dates. You don't always have to be the person being like, hey, what's up? Like, what is going on? How do you feel? Talk to me. Stop it, okay? If people want to talk to you, they will. Stop forcing it down on people. And I know this sounds very fucking harsh, but it needs to be said, okay? Stop trying to chase and chase and chase and chase and drain yourself completely. No, 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 no. During the month of January, honey, you will start receiving. Okay? So, let's see what the overall energy is for you during the month of January. We have the goddess within, okay, your sacred spiritual center, and quiet dignity. So as I said, like, you guys need to start vibing more in your feminine energy, no matter which gender you are, by the way, right? Like, if you are a guy watching this, if you are oh my gosh, what the fuck, there's a fly in my face, what the hell? Okay, no matter your gender, basically, you know, start embodying this inner goddess energy more, okay? Because we can all access that. We all have this inner god or inner goddess energy, the divine feminine, the divine masculine, right? It's all within us. And Spirit is asking you during the month of January, start spending more time in your feminine energy and be more open to receive, okay? Because there are certain people in your life who may have more of a masculine energy, which, by the way, as I said, no matter what gender, okay? They might want to give you, but they cannot energetically give you the love that they want to give you because you are out of balance, you know, because you force yourself to be more in this masculine energy and do the chasing, do the, you know, like, just, I don't know how to explain this. You guys have really been very tense, you know? And it's important for you to lay back and surrender so that those masculine people in your life can give you the love that they want to give you, okay? Thank you. This is just very, very important. So to please, group number 3, don't always be the person who's texting. Don't always be the person who's always there for everybody. It is okay to take a few steps back, okay? You need to prioritize yourself. You need to be there for you the most, right? You need to stop pleasing everyone and you need to start pleasing yourself, okay? Thank you very much. So that is kind of like the overall energy of your January. Now, let's see what other messages need to come through for you guys. What needs to be heard? We have judgment here. Okay. So this is just really giving me the energy that you guys need to embark on this new journey of singing your own song. Following your soul's path, you know, your own personal path. There is something that will push you into the direction of basically cutting ties with this people pleasing personality you may still have. I see you guys breaking free from something that will essentially give you a lot of freedom and peace again, okay? Maybe, okay, this is very specific, but for some of you guys, maybe you guys will get out of a contract that you have been wanting to get out of. Maybe you guys will quit a job that you have been wanting to quit. Maybe you guys will finally find a new job, something like that. There's a fresh start coming, and it's about singing your soul's song, basically, you know? You guys are breaking free of something, okay? And there's this fucking fly again. Like, I don't know where this bitch came from. What the hell? Ooh, okay, but this might also be a message, you know, like, uh, really start taking a look into your life and ask yourself, like, who in your life is serving you and who's not? Like, who's acting like a fucking annoying fly, you know? But yeah, let's dive a little bit deeper and see. Oh, that was fast. We have the King of Swords, so I feel like this definitely may be about a contract, you guys, or like something business related that is really gonna help you level up. Also, because Mercury retrograde is happening, I want you guys to, when you sign something, when you sign a contract or something like that, or a lease or whatever, always read it through, okay? Because you don't want to be clowned. You don't want to. Oh my. Listen, I have no idea. Hold up. Let me get out. Okay, I think she's finally gone now. I don't know why she's here. I have a lot of plants here. Maybe that is why this fly is just chilling around here. But we would just gracefully ignore her, okay? But this is about you needing to really, really, really read through any like contracts or something before signing or agreeing to something. You know, maybe there's an offer coming through, like somebody asking you out, or like somebody wanting to wanting you to join them on like a trip or like a business trip, something like that. Think twice. Make sure your intuition and heart is in on it, you know? Make sure it feels right before you do something, you know? And don't act out of fear. Act out of your intuition, okay? What is your heart telling you? That is very important because your heart, your gut instinct has all the clarity, bitch, okay? So that's on that. That is the overall energy for your January. Now, we are going to take a deep dive into your love life. Okay, we already got some spicy messages in regards to your love life at the beginning, but let's dive deeper. We have the Five of Pentacles. So there's a lot of fear. A lot, as I said, chasing. You guys are chasing. Stop the bullshit. That is, honestly, you guys, you may not want to hear this, okay? You may not want to hear this, but you need to spend some time alone, okay? You need to take a few steps back and stop running after people and stop trying to make situations right. Because in the end, it is not up to you, you know, it is up to the divine. You cannot control it, you know? The chasing and trying to control some kind of connection or relationship is actually, it's all coming from fear. It's not coming from love, you know? This happened to me in the past, you know, I used to get very attached to people, and, you know, back then I thought that I was in love, you know? But now I realize I was just attached. Like, there was no love. Like, I was just fucking attached and scared, you know, because I had not done the inner healing back then. But now I realize that there was no love. There was no romance. There was no nothing. I was just attached. I feel like you guys might be going through the same, you know? So really, really bust your own ass and realize that sometimes attachment doesn't necessarily equal love. Because it really doesn't, you know? If you're truly in love with someone, you love them unconditionally, you know? And I believe that love should go both ways, you know? Find somebody who's equally interested in you, okay? who you don't need to chase. But listen, you guys, you need to start being okay with being single or alone, you know? Or if you're in a relationship, you need to start um, becoming okay with being by yourself for a while because no partner can save you, you know? And controversial opinion incoming, but a relationship should not be the main source of your happiness. It should be yourself. Okay? It should be yourself. You can want a relationship, but you shouldn't need a relationship. There's a huge fucking difference. If you think that you will never be happy unless you find a relationship, that was me in the past. I used to, try manifest my soulmate, and I used to be so fucking like controlling about this, and I was so worried that I would basically die alone. But I don't care. At this point, um, obviously I'm open, but I'm not depending on it. Like, I don't care because I have my own company. And you don't always need how do I say this? You don't necessarily need to find your soulmate right away. They will come in divine timing. Until that, you can have your fun. You can go on dates. You can meet new people, you know? And I also want you guys to know that friendships, in my humble opinion, are the most important ever, right? Because some friendships, they are part of your soul family, right? So why do we think that only romantic partners are the most important? Because in the end, they are not. Okay, yes, they play a huge part of our lives. Love is amazing, especially if you find your significant other. Hold up. The fuck was that? Okay, sorry, I just heard something. Um, oh my god, what is that? Neighbors, okay. Anyway, um, romantic partners shouldn't be your main source of happiness. It should be yourself, okay? And focus more on friendships because friendships are so beautifully authentic and unconditional, And love can be that way as well. But I feel like with friendships, there's something so special about loving someone platonically and non-sexually and just having the best time and knowing you will always be there for each other. It's just something that is so great and beautiful. I feel like that is all I have to say about your love life, group number 3. So we will take a look into your career life now. Hold up. So let's take a look at what you guys can expect to come your way in your career life, okay? What's the overall energy? Oh my gosh, you guys, we have the Magician. Wow. Okay, we have the Magician. Let's see what else. Spirit, what else needs to come through? Bitch, wow. Okay, listen, group number 3, your career life during the month ahead is gonna be blossoming. I don't make the rules. I can see that. We have the Ace of Cups and the Magician here. You guys need to realize that you have all the tools, the knowledge, all it takes. You need all that you need to create your dream career life, okay? And I know this sounds cheesy and like you've heard it a billion times, but you actually do have all the resources you need. We live in this day and age where everything is accessible and easy. If we want to learn the piano, we go on YouTube and we search for tutorials. If we want to learn the guitar, we go on YouTube, search for free tutorials. If we want to learn a language, you can do all of that for free on the internet. If you want, you can learn anything. Everything is so accessible. The only thing that is in your way is yourself. When you say, maybe you want to become a tarot reader as well. Let's just take that as an example. You're like, but I have no idea how to start. Maybe I'm late. I don't know. I don't have the skills. Honey, go on YouTube. That is literally how I started, and I think that is also a topic for an upcoming podcast episode. How I started was, first of all, I started connecting with the tarot cards intuitively, and then I looked up every meaning for every single card on the internet, on YouTube, on Google, on whatever. I started learning and I started practicing every day, you know? That is how I started, and that is, you can do that with basically anything, you guys. Anything. Like it's so accessible nowadays to create a skill and be good at this certain skill. You know, it's so easy. And the only thing that is blocking you from that is yourself. Being like, oh, I don't know, this is probably too late. Many people already are tarot readers. But honey, nobody is you. Nobody can be you. Nobody has your way of reading, you know? That was me at the beginning. I was like, damn, I don't know if I should do this because I feel like you know, I'm boring. Or like there are much better tarot readers out there. But then I realized I have my own voice, I have my own ways of reading, and that makes me special, that makes me unique. And that is why I will succeed, because nobody can replace me. Same with you. So, you know, it's also important to draw inspiration from other people from time to time, but don't try and copy them, you know? Don't try to be as good as somebody else. Rather stay in your own lane and focus on your own growth, you know? Because comparing your craft to other people will essentially kill all the magic. So I want you guys to stop comparing yourself, especially on social media. Like when you go on Instagram or any social media platform you may have, um, just take an overlook at it and ask yourself, am I comparing myself to this person or to this craft or whatever? You know, it's very important for you guys to not compare yourselves. Stay in your own lane. Ace of Cups energy. Focus on your craft. Focus on creating something that fulfills you and your soul. We now live in this new age where it is so, it's almost normalized for people to have their passion, to have their dreams as their main income and job. So why shouldn't you? You have a lot of magic to offer, group number 3, okay? You have a lot of magic to offer. And this is also a random specific message, but Spirit is asking you to cleanse your home. Okay, so maybe get some incense, get some ethically sourced sage, okay? Very important. Or like Palo Santo, you know, something to cleanse your space is very important. You can also use sound, you know, you can just go on YouTube and just type in 432 Hertz frequency cleansing negative energies from my home, whatever. Sometimes I do it like that, but I love using smoke as cleansing, you know, as the cleansing ritual. There's the need for you to cleanse your environment, okay? And yeah, also, hold up. There's something that, okay, so listen, you guys. There is something that you really need to set out into the world. You may have 2 talents that you need to embrace, okay? For me, it's always been doing the psychic readings and then also music. I love making music, I love writing, I love singing, I love playing the piano, shit like that, right? These are like the 2 talents I have, and you have 2 talents as well. I'm specifically seeing 2. You are not just focused on one thing, you have 2 talents you need to embrace. So ask yourself, what is it? Is it writing? Is it something with plants, maybe? Is it working with nature? Is it, yeah, healing other people? You guys are healers, okay? It is what it is. So that's on that. Let's dive a bit deeper and see what else you can expect to come in your career life during the month ahead. Spirit, what needs to be heard? Yeah, okay, so we have Mercury here. How you think, communicate, right? Talk and travel. And there's a Mercury retrograde starting tomorrow, actually. The day I'm filming this, it's December 27th, I believe. So there's a Mercury retrograde starting tomorrow, and it's gonna last until the end of January. And yeah, so it's very important for you to communicate clearly, especially in your business and career life, okay? I also want you guys to to get more organized when it comes to answering emails or like messages, text messages, and something like that. Okay, start being more organized. Um, Maybe you guys have been recently been ghosting people, which is totally fine. It happens to the best of us. Sometimes we just forget to reply, or we just don't have the energy to reply, which is totally fine. Okay, but just make sure to to get more organized in that, and to, you know, if you need more time, you let people know, hey, I don't have time right now. Put yourself first, you know, like if you don't feel like writing somebody, put yourself first, and then you can actively and clearly communicate that, right? Because with Mercury retrograde there comes a lot of blockages in communication and travel and writing and electronics as well. So make sure to be more balanced in that area so you can balance that out. So you can act as if Mercury retrograde isn't even happening, okay? But make sure that you communicate and talk clearly, and um, communicate your desires, especially to the universe, okay? Maybe at night before you go to bed, just be like, listen up, universe. I am currently going through this. I want to go there. I want to achieve this. Help me out, please. Um, yeah, blessings. Something like that, right? You just got to communicate more clearly. That is very important for you, group number 3. So, with that being said, that is for your career life. Now, let's pull you guys some final messages. What you guys can expect to come your way during the month of January. What is the overall energy? We have the card Winter's End, regeneration, rebirth, positive outcome. So, you guys, this is a blessing for you during the month of January. There's a positive outcome coming, okay? There's something, the Wheel of Fortune will turn in your favor, basically. Okay, now let me try and show you this card. And let me see if I can focus. Yes, perfect. Um, you guys need to know that whatever you're currently struggling with, there's a positive outcome on the horizon, okay? And there's winter's end, basically. I mean, January is still technically winter, right? But we are moving closer and closer to spring, you know? So your internal flowers are already starting to bloom a little bit day by day, and you will start noticing it, okay? There's a rebirth happening. And I feel like for you, group number 3, rebirths are mostly very uncomfortable. But for you, it is like it's gonna be very gentle and soft, if that makes sense. It's gonna be very an easygoing rebirth, basically, you know? I hope I'm still making sense. But it's like you are blossoming. You are truly blossoming. There's a positive outcome. You have nothing to worry about, okay? So, group number 3, that was your reading. I truly hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if this resonates. I'd love to know. I'd love to connect with you, how this made you feel, what resonated with you the most. Let me know. And yeah, have a wonderful January and New Year. I love you so much, and I will see you on my next one. Bye!